Hey, Tony Gaskins here. Y'all gotta forgive me. I can't come on the camera because I'm not presentable. And I'm so tired. I don't feel like moving. And it's like, it's dark in here anyway. So y'all gotta look at this flow. Y'all forgive me if a road to some walk by. First and foremost, wanna thank the Lord and thank the Lord for touching the heart of those who have supported Tony Gaskins Family Foundation and help me and the boys get up here. If you just a YouTube watcher and you're not on my Instagram, Tony Gaskins is the name, or Tony Gaskins Elite. If you on there and you're not following Tony Gaskins Elite, please do that, because the more followers we get on there, then the more dollars we able to get for the boys. Meaning, if they come from a big program, the colleges will pay them more money because they know they got more eyes on them, more fanfare. So we're trying to build a brands. And this one, unfortunately, will be our last, not our last basketball thing for the summer, looking like, because just injuries and things of that nature. And, just sometimes people can't really see the big vision. And some parents, don't really understand, what we're trying to do. And there's a lot of times there's a sense of, I would say, ungratefulness, or people don't realize that like basketball is just a part of life. Like most of these guys, they want to play at the next level, but it's gonna be extremely hard to go pro. I mean, it's like far less than 1% of people who touch a basketball go pro. And we're trying to help them understand, like we're trying to prepare them for life, not just basketball. And not always is a person gonna get a bunch of playing time or get all the points. And so we had like 9 to 11 guys on the basketball side. Now we still got a lot of guys in the far as the boys program. I think nearly 100 people in the boys program on TonyGaskinsAcademy.com. So if you're in there, y'all give me some time. This right here, just in-person stuff, been taking a lot of time, but I'm gonna be uploading a bunch of videos for y'all going forward when this ends. And we got one more trip to a college tour this month, where we're gonna get to see a college basketball team, watch them practice. I'm gonna give a speech to the college team. My boys will get to watch that, and they'll get to meet the coaches and just kind of see, where they at, and hear from the coaches and what it's gonna take to get to that next level. And so we're using basketball as a tool. And thanks to the supporters, the link is in the description. We still gonna be building. It's just going forward, they'll be playing basketball with their high school team this year, and then we'll just be doing mentorship stuff and trips, taking the games. I wanna just expose, their minds to the next level and just higher, things. Y'all forgive me, I got to plug my phone up. So I want to expose their mind just to higher things and have them, seeing and thinking. Get my cord right here. Have them seeing and thinking more. This one, new pair of shoes, a little old though. If you know, you know. About the shoes that's brand new but a little old. And just have them, thinking on another level. I tell people, I was able to become quote unquote millionaire. Not really like a millionaire, you know how it is, but be able to earn 7 figures in a year sometimes because of what I saw coming up. Yes, the favor of God, the grace of God, the blessings of God, but I saw success at a young age when I met this guy. He happened to be a white man. I never met a really successful black guy growing up, other than athletes, pro athletes. Outside of that, I didn't see a successful black guy from business. I didn't know one. And so now I get to be that guy for these boys. And it may not click right now. I know it'll click later. And I'm gonna try to help them the best I can. And yes, you can't save everybody. You can't make sure, you can't have everybody make it. I would like to see that, and I hope they do, and I'm gonna do my best. But I haven't even been able to shoot videos this week since we left. It's Friday. I ain't shoot Wednesday. I ain't shoot Thursday. Because it's been nonstop. And God is so good. God is so good. One of the Blessed Tribe members, who also is becoming an insurance agent on my insurance company, 1322, which is from Proverbs 1322. She took and made a connection for me. And I believe it's Courtney. Her name is Courtney, if I'm not mistaken. Y'all, and please forgive me if that ain't your name. Please forgive me if that ain't your name, because I so many people I talk to. But one of the Blessed Tribe members made a connection in Atlanta for us with a company called Moby Chef, M-O-B-I. It's short for Mobile Chef. On Instagram, it's Moby Chef Official. Y'all go check them out on Instagram. Follow them. And when you get a check that your bill don't take, if you live in the Atlanta area, book a chef to come to your apartment or your house and just cook some dinner. Not promising that the food gonna be good, because you know everybody taste buds is different, but just to support this veteran-owned Black business. I met the owner today. Amazing spirit, amazing guy, and just support them because they are cooking for us for free. We are just covering the cost of the groceries, but they doing it for free. I have a chef that I've hired before in Orlando, Florida, and he charges, I believe, $150 per person. It could even be, I know it's 75 to 150, something like that, something crazy. And the guy, you know, he's from another country, and I try to promote him or whatever for a discount because I understand what promotion does. I had a chef in LA who saw the vision, and she cooked for us for free, and guess who hired her? Floyd Mayweather, the boxer. She was his chef, full-time chef for 3 years, making big six figures. And not to, I don't know Floyd personally and all that, so I don't want to hear about, Floyd Mayweather, that. I ain't snapping the man personally. I don't know him personally. But this young lady got hired, and because I posted what she cooked for me and my family in Los Angeles. We was out there for a couple of weeks, renting a house like we doing here in Atlanta. And not to say that that's gonna happen for, you know, Moby Chef and that his chef's gonna get booked or whatever. I don't know, but I'm shouting them out and I'm gonna show them love, and I'm gonna post every time they come cook for us, because it's one of those things of where it's like we in a situation, funds are tight. We also, honestly, with Chicago, you know, we in a recession, so you can't really raise the funds. So we don't even have the funds to go to Chicago. Like, yeah, we probably could try to ride the wing of a plane with duct tape and stay in a motel, not a hotel, but the motel. That's $40 a night in Southside Chicago with the bullets whizzing by. But I can't do that to these boys and their families. And I know some of the families want to go or what have you, but you know, it's one of those situations to where it's been a great run. You know, TGE, Tony Gaskins Elite, that is sponsored by Tony Gaskins Family Foundation, has, I think we done 2, 3, 5 tournaments this summer, 5 or 6, and that's a great run, and it's been a good time, and we're gonna keep it going. Every summer, I plan to have at least one team, and we'll just let the funds just sit in the account and add up. I'm not gonna put it on no market or nothing like that where it could lose money. I'll put it in something safe where it might grow a little bit but won't lose nothing, and we'll just keep it going. You know, we just keep it going. Hope unless the government shut us down. You know how they be trying to. They don't like to see when you got here doing something positive for these young men. And so it's been a blessing. It's been a lot of lessons, and just trying to impact, you know, the lives and the people around me and show up. We got another game today. We only got one game tomorrow, so we get to sleep in. Tomorrow we have a breakfast chef from Moby Chef coming in, and then we have a dinner chef, which is just gonna be spaghetti and spaghetti and garlic bread, nothing crazy. We have a dinner chef coming tomorrow, and then that same chef is gonna be here Sunday morning for breakfast before our final game, and then after that we hit the road. Flights were not in the budget, so we had to end up driving. But I had a camera guy come up, and so thanks to your support, if you wanted the donors, the camera guy charged me $1,000, and that's $250 a day, and then his flight is about another $500, so that's $1,500. But what that does is, and I probably could have put the word out and got somebody to donate time in exchange for a donation letter for their taxes, but this a young guy. He's 24 years old, African American, black guy, and I just want to support his business. So to get $1,500, all expense paid, trip, housing, flight at 24, I really want to just also give back and inspire him, and encourage him at that age. And we had one chef that I reached out to on Instagram, and she was like, we don't barter services. We don't do that type of stuff because most foundations have a budget. I'm like, man, we from Florida. We got 8 kids in the program, plus 4 or 5 staff. We don't have a budget. If we had the budget, I wouldn't be asking you, can I promote you? And what she don't realize is what she would charge me, my promotion is far greater than that, because she may get a lifelong client, or she will get hired by 5, 10 different people. There's so many celebrities that follow me in Atlanta that with me stamping somebody, it works out. And I'm gonna tell you how God worked, because it was a chef who, we had some chefs who couldn't make it. And one of the chefs, I hadn't really looked too closely, at their page. And I was like, I don't know if their page will mesh with my brand, and if it'll look right, and if people will think it's some funny business or something going on, because she, kind of had like a little spirit on her, look like, and to God be the glory. Like, if she would have came, I would have had to keep my word and promote her, because I don't have the budget to pay her. And because, when they see you staying in a big house like where we stand, so that's what we had to put the majority of the expenses on, how white people do. How white people, they put their most money into their house. And they'll drive a old car. They'll drive a 10-year-old car, or, a normal car, even if it's new. Like, they're not going to do Rolls Royces. Like, your average typical white guy who can afford a Rolls Royce or Mercedes Benz or whatever, they might not do that, but that house is gonna be big, or it's gonna be really nice, or kept up really nice. So for this trip, I put the majority of the money into where we stay at. Then everything else we skimping. And then some of y'all send in a donation, whether it's $5, whether it's, I have one of my clients who is such an avid supporter, and shout out to her, Giovanni. Oh my goodness, she blessed us with $1,000. That really right there covered the videographer's fee. And so the payment processors, they holding the funds. I'm gonna log back in and see. So I have to donate as well, which I already do. And so it's kind of like one of those things. Some of the money will end up going to other programs, like other events or other trips we do. Because the college trip gonna be at the end of this month. So I'll probably get my sprinter, gotta feed the boys, and probably get a hotel down there. That's gonna be kind of expensive, or we get an Airbnb, and probably take a couple of the parents. And I'm gonna see if the coaches will let a couple parents come to kind of see what's going on and hear the speech, and just have us a little family thing. And hopefully we got 1 or 2 players that they like. But if not, they probably gonna be banking on us getting other players next summer. So we're gonna keep a team, because it's like, yes, I can't save the world. I can't touch the world. I can't, reach every kid. Some people, they don't get it. They just think it's just about basketball. or they want it to only be about basketball. And if basketball is not perfect for them or doing everything they want it to do, then they don't want to be in the program. But I don't really lose sleep over it because it'll make room for somebody else who understands what we're trying to do and who gets it. And we'll continue to build. And one day, after we cross 12 months old as a foundation, I'm praying that God will send like honest and hardworking grant writers who can find grants and write grants and get a percentage of the grant that comes in. We live in a society today where everybody, they want something up front, and people don't understand. A lot of people don't understand like serving. Like, it's so much I do for free. Even at the level that I'm at now in my career, I still do free coaching calls, free speaking engagements. But it's people who like have no experience and they want to be paid $50 an hour, $80 an hour. And I'm like, this is crazy. This is crazy. And so it's just really, I literally had a grant writer, want to charge $80 an hour. And I'm like, that's crazy. Like how people can be. And it's just like, when you could write a grant, okay, let's say it take you 5 hours and I give you $500. But what if your consulting fee is 10% of the grant and you get a $2,500 grant? I mean, $25,000 grant. You get $2,500 versus $500. And so that way, it's like, it don't cost us nothing up front, but you could earn more on the back end. But at the same time, you gotta be willing to do the work. Like, some people will just volunteer because they want to talk to me, because they see me as a celebrity and they just want to be close to me and they just want to talk to me. And I'm not saying that in an arrogant way, but I've found that to be the case with a lot of situations. And that's always so demoralizing, because I'm like, I don't see myself as a celebrity. I don't see myself, like, I look at Jesus Christ and how you could touch the hem of his garment. So I do not put myself on no pedestal, no high horse at all. And it really bothers me when people fan out when they talk to me. Like, I do not like that. And I know some people think that's like fake humble and that I'm just like saying that, but it really makes my skin crawl. Like, I really want to just talk to people and them just be like, hey, Tony, how you doing? So yeah, great talking to you. Want to talk to you. The reason why I booked you for a coaching session is because of this. It's like, and I know people don't mean nothing by it and they want to give their flowers and stuff like that. And I understand it, but I just, I'm just not on that. I'm just not on that. And so it's like, sometimes people don't understand, but I don't want to try to force nobody to understand, because it's like, if you don't understand and your heart is not like that, I don't want to twist your arm to get you to understand how God blesses when you're willing to serve. And so that's why I'm praying major blessings over Moby Chef and all the other chefs that come out, because we have another, we had a food truck come, another person from the Blessed Tribe, her and her mom, they doing dinner for us Saturday and breakfast Sunday. And it's like, she don't have to do that. And she said she don't want no promotion. She don't want no promotion. She don't want no pay. It was $350 she asked for the groceries. She told me right after, sent me the receipt, had $100-some left over. I told her to keep it. Even though we didn't have it for her to keep it, I told her to keep it. I said, I trust God. And so it's like, people see what we doing. They probably thinking we rich, but not realizing a Sprinter van costs $2,500 for this trip. Enterprise was renting a basic Sprinter van with just the passenger seats, not the luxury upfitted one, for $550 a day. So I could rent my Sprinter to the foundation and get paid, and I'm not doing that. And so we in my personal Sprinter that's paid for out of my personal money. And it's better than what Enterprise rents out for $550 a day, because it's upfitted, it's luxury upfitted on the inside. So I could be charging $750 to $950 a day for it. So people probably look and probably think, our program is just rich and we spoiling these kids and we messing up the game because we introducing them to this opulence. But I feel like my people have had enough struggle. I'm not here to bring struggle upon them. They got enough struggle in the world, just being a black man in this world. And a lot of people don't want to hear that, but it's not easy. Like, we watching it even when we playing, the refs won't give us calls. They won't call fouls against us because we tall, black, and strong. And these are black refs. And some of the teams we playing is white boys. So they're like, the refs are like, coach, y'all got the momentum. Y'all got the advantage. We ain't calling that. It's like, no, bruh. And then at the end of the game, for them not calling fouls against the other team for us, the other team start coming back. Because our boys get dejected. They getting fouled, they getting hacked, they getting slapped, and the refs ain't honoring it because of their skin color. And they literally telling us that. Y'all got the advantage. Y'all better. Y'all this, y'all that. Play through it. That's what one ref told us. Play through it. I'm like, really, bro? And these black men. I'm like, wow. And a black woman. It was a black woman on one of them. I'm like, this is sad. Like, y'all doing that to y'all. But I see it with my sons in soccer. They don't get the same calls that white kids get because it's just a bias, like what y'all call that? Cognitive bias or some type of bias, to where it's like, because you're black, you're stronger, you're more athletic. Same thing that happened with black women in the medical system. When you go to the hospital, they won't prescribe a black woman the type of pain pills they'll prescribe a woman of another race because they think a black woman's stronger and she could deal with more, or they won't do the medical treatment that she need because they think, oh, you stronger, like, or your body can handle more. And it's just unfortunate, and I ain't trying to pull no race card, but I'm just telling you, like, we still going through that. Like, we still dealing with that stuff today. And it's just crazy. Like, we played this team, it was an all-white team, and we'll score a point, and they wouldn't give us the point. they wouldn't give us the point because, like, it was like they was letting the other team try to come back. And we had to keep telling the scorekeeper, and we looked at him, he was looking at us like he seen a ghost because we was catching him not adding our points so that the all-white team could beat the all-black team. And it was crazy. Like, we had to say, bro, we just scored 2 points. Give us our point. Hey, bro, we just hit a free throw. Give us our 1 point. And they just sitting there like it was crazy. The ref came and told us. He was like, hey, they not adding y'all points. Like, y'all need to watch that. Like, they not adding y'all points, or they doing it with a major delay. Like, y'all need to keep an eye on that because they trying to give the other team the game. And we was like, wow, this crazy. But you can't say that to Under Armour because they're going to be like, oh, you pulling a race card. We don't have any of that going on. That's not true. That's not the case. But it's like we seeing it. And I'm not that type of person. Like, I'm real. But I got to go because Moby Chef just texted me and they coming later today or something. So I'm going to see what he talking about, see what's going on. But hey, God bless you. Thank you for your support. We're going to do a college trip. We're not going to do the Chicago trip, unfortunately, unless a miracle happens and we get like a billionaire come and say, hey, boo, here go y'all flights. Here go y'all hotels. We got you. Bye. 15K. Bye. But unless something like that happens, we're not going to be able to do Chicago because we probably only got a grand or two, $1,000 or $2 in just flights alone. It'll be a couple grand. So and it's unfortunate, but I think the boys need the rest. And then we'll go to the college trip. And I may try to set up a couple more college trips in Florida that we could go and just shadow, hit up a couple of more coaches. But God bless y'all. Thank you so much. If y'all have any cool ideas for the boys or in your city, if it's something cool, if it's a time of a break, and even if I can only, take 2-3 boys, I'll take the ones that's from Polk County and maybe add a couple other boys who don't play basketball. And we're thinking about doing a football team too, 7v7 flag football teams to use the sport of football to reach and mentor young men. So I'm gonna be raising funds for that next and just keep building from there. But hey, God bless y'all. Keep your head up. All the important links is in the description. And I'm moving back up to, my regular fee on the one-on-one coaching, because I'm just way too drained. My schedule is way too booked. I did discounted coaching sessions and it is kicking me in the butt. And that's on mymentor.life. So when you need a one-on-one, you got to go to mymentor.life, not .com, mymentor.life. Click on hire a coach and you'll see me, the second coach on the site. God bless you. We'll talk soon.